Okay, welcome in
As you see,
to
my
another
midnight
episode of the
prayers
Bob
are from
Rose
the
Online
audio.
Podcast. It is Josh, Tim, and Tyler. We all
Pew, 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 pew.
need to get a soundboard. Um, we're all here. It's week 6. We're going to go over the games and talk some injuries, little news and notes. But we'll talk about the injuries in the games because every majority of the game, someone is injured, which is
Yep.
the theme of the season this year. So,
Notable, impactful injuries across the board, except for the Chiefs,
yeah,
who
it's weird.
still are not very good and don't have that many injuries.
Still, that's weird because none of them have any injured players, but yeah, they're paying someone. It's conspiracy.
I'd
So,
like I'd like to mention for the people that are not listening on YouTube or not watching YouTube, me and Tim have new backgrounds.
oh yeah, yeah, we should. I should. Tim has a blue sad face balloon, and Tyler has a sad face Raider logo.
Literally, the Raider logo shedding a tear.
Yes, if you're just tuning into us and don't know much about us, Tim is an avid Cardinals fan. Tyler is a diehard Raider fan, and I am a bleeding black and yellow Steeler fan. So yeah, two of them have really bad franchises, and one has a franchise that's I don't know what we're doing some days. But
But you still managed to win a decent amount of. It's respectable.
it's respectable, but it's when you have a 41-year-old quarterback, it's like, what are we doing here? But okay. Anywho, welcome.
Mason Rudolph is not that old.
Hey.
Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT.
Talking about Aaron Rodgers.
Don't respect the elderly like that, huh?
Yeah. So let's get into some news and notes. Week 6, there's only I don't know why I swear to God, the NFL is just last week 5 teams went on bye. Now it's only 2 teams. Like, I don't get that. So it's the Houston Texans and Vikings are on bye this week. So don't play any of those players that are on byes. Just an FYI for people. With the news, I'm gonna do the first one last for Tim's little rant. Joe Flacco has been traded to the Bengals. So
I
Jamar
picked him
Chase,
up.
you picked him up in
I picked him up.
I think
Dude, it's fantastic.
I think I picked him up at Dynasty, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I picked him up in 2 leagues.
Okay. So Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and Chase Brown are somewhat safe, I think.
No, Chase Brown is still not safe. That offense, neither is Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco is definitely not safe behind that horrible offensive line.
Yeah, he's 40 years old, and I pray that he survives. So, Kittle is possible to return in week 7, which is, good, but not great right now. But Tim, you have him, right?
Yeah, I have him all over the place. I was hopeful for week 6. Doesn't look like he's going to play this week, but man, if Kittle came back this week, talk about a feast.
Yeah, because they definitely need it. They definitely need the pass catcher because I think it's only Kendrick Bourne and Demarcus Robinson right now, and well,
no,
actually,
they have Sky Moore too.
That doesn't matter. And also, Christian McCaffrey is the offense. Do you know how many targets he had that game?
No.
Yeah, I think he had over like 17.
What?
That and I forget. I know it was ridiculous, but he had like the majority of the offense.
That's insane.
Yeah, yeah. Against the Rams, he had. Oh, sorry, 8. Oh, sorry, 8 targets. No, 9 targets, 8 receptions for 82 yards. But he had like 22 attempts. Not many rushing yards, but he also had a touchdown. The last game, he had 11 targets. Yeah,
he had 15 targets in week 3.
Yeah, so he's probably going to get more. So, Where was I? Where was I? My notes. My notes. Back to my notes. Uh, um, Omari Hampton's on IR, which sucks because then he's out for 4 weeks.
That's a
Christian
bummer.
McCaffrey's on track for over 150 targets this year.
Oh, beast.
Insane.
That is insane. With Hampton on IR, did you guys happen to pick up his backup? Is it Hess or happen to
So,
got that?
yeah, and we can get into this like in the game notes too, but yeah, I did. I picked up Kimani Vidal,
Okay.
and I can talk about why I chose to pick up Vidal over Hassan Haskins, but those are the two guys that are next up because Najee's on IR, right? So,
Not yeah, Najee's out for the season. So
yeah,
yeah, we'll get into that during the game there. And then Kamara injured his ankle during practice. So monitor that if you're listening today or tomorrow and Friday. Just monitor that. I would pick up Kendra Miller.
for sure.
He's definitely getting more and more targets and playing time. Gently, uh, gently, what's the word I'm looking for? Gently inquiring him into the offense. So,
Yeah,
um,
he said double digit carries each of the last 2 weeks.
that's good. All right. You got anything else? Oh,
Nope.
actually, sorry. Wait, Tim. And the
Yeah,
last one hit. Good
I got
God,
some
the
things.
Cardinals effing suck. Do you want to rant for a little bit? I can
You
start.
know, just
I can start you off if that helps.
yeah, sure, let's do it.
My issue is that if you are a professional running back, hold the goddamn ball all the way through the goal line. I don't care. I don't care who you are, or where you're from. Kids, if you're listening to this and you play running back, run all the way through the line. There's a
Run
reason.
through the back of the end
Yeah,
zone with the
there's a
ball.
reason why your coaches say run through the line. And if you want to go back and watch that game and see why you run through the line and you don't run through the line, you'll understand why. Because the fact that a professional football player still has to be reminded to hold the ball through the goal line is astronomical, ridiculous. They cost me a game, almost cost me a game. I'll just say that. I am 9-1 now in the freaking Q quarterback league, and I am pissed off.
Oh, really? Because
Well,
I'm one and nine in that
because
league.
yeah, well, yeah. Eric told me that you had to. I forgot you had to be over 60 to get the second score or win or something. I'm like, this is bullshit. Anywho, that's my rant. But Tim's the bigger fan here, so go ahead, Tim.
Yeah, I've been a Cardinals fan for a long time, and it's been a challenge. You know, there have been plenty of moments. They've been really bad a lot of times. Bad draft picks, bad players, bad PR things, right? Denny Green, what's his name? Derek. Oh man. Anyways, quarterback, laughing on the sideline during a loss. This is, 12 years ago now. Um, but I think Sunday's game was probably the most embarrassing Cardinals game I've ever seen. When it started, the first half was so good. They targeted Marv. Marv looked good. Kyler looked good. Kyler had that, really poor intentional grounding penalty. And at the time, you're like, okay, all right, everything else is looking good. And it's not just that those bizarre plays happened, it's that the game plan didn't just change to, hey, let's preserve the lead. The game plan changed to, oh, yeah, we're done. Like, we might as well go to the locker room. And this is everything, the line play,
Yeah.
the effort on route running, the effort on, you know, gap control, the effort on defense, everything. And this is a cultural problem, and it starts at the top of the organization, goes all the way down. And I can forgive one weird, okay, we intercepted
Yeah.
and then he fumbled, but then it got kicked into the end zone and it resulted in a touchdown. That's a freak play, but it's also like really embarrassing. I
Yeah.
think it's been, I don't know, 20 or 30 years, I heard on a radio show since that particular like sequence of events happened where somebody intercepted the ball, fumbled it into the end zone for the opposite team to score a touchdown. Like it's been forever. That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But add that in to a game where your running back drops the ball before the end zone, negates a touchdown, results in a turnover and a touchback. Those are two opportunities to put the game away that literally they just handed the worst team in the league. And like as a player, how do you come back from that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was just looking on Demercado's sleeper latest news, and it's not good.
No.
Was his head?
His analysis says DeMarcado was the lone Cardinals running to not score on Sunday. He had a, had a good chance as anyone after a breakaway run over 70 yards before losing control of the ball before he reached the end zone. His role could drop after this mishap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would expect that it would. And then the fallout from all this, right? Jonathan Gannon goes nuclear on the sideline with good reason, but ends up like hitting DeMercado in the stomach or the chest or on the pads or something, which you can't do in this day and age, and then gets fined 100 grand, has to apologize all over the place. Like, is there anybody's life worse in the NFL than Jonathan Gannon's right now? He's having to answer questions about like, "Ooh, what'd you do? What'd you do to DeMercado? What's wrong with this team? What's wrong with the culture? Why does Drew Petzing still have a being job?"
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I was it, like the one the play of like Kyler getting hit in the face with the ball.
Oh, I didn't even bring that one up.
That I mean, like I'm not gonna like that happens to almost every team once in a blue, like once in a while. But the fact that like the one just the holding the ball across, not holding the ball across the end zone is just inexcusable. The lack of like the defense, just like I don't know what happened, but it's just like what you said with preserving the score. I was like, no, like you're playing the Titans. I mean, they
It's
are
the NFL.
and it's the NFL too, but still, you're playing the Titans. You are much better than they are, but it's just yeah, that was I it's so bad, and I was
Oh,
just laughing.
man.
I was like, oh my god, this is not happening right now. So Tyler, you are the resident Raiders fan and of misery too. You know much. You have anything words of wisdom for Tim after this? You didn't have
Uh,
you didn't have a good week either, so.
it's I don't I've tried to tell myself don't let my team affect me. Don't
But
let my team affect me. Don't let my team affect me. But at the end of the day, it still affects me.
it affects you. Yeah, it does.
It's
I mean, we can all sit here and say, yeah, no, it really does, but it does. I mean, it does. Like, I
especially when it's just like terrible football just happening and
yeah,
like you could watch a better high school team run a better organization, and sometimes it just leaves you a loss for words sometimes.
is there some? What'd you say?
No, I was this last week, I was sitting on my couch and I forget what it was. I think Gino threw a pick,
Which
or
one?
Yeah, which one?
I think the first one, or I think it was when the play got our punt got blocked. And it was like, I want to say it was like 20-3 already. And I was just like, if something doesn't happen within the next minute, I'm just gonna turn off my TV and just go outside and enjoy my Sunday and try not to think about the Raiders. And well, that's what happened. I had to go outside and enjoy my Sunday somewhere else.
But at
Yeah.
least you have a good place to like go enjoy your Sunday, living in San
Yeah.
Diego. You just walk outside the beach and just the beach.
Yeah. Yeah. If I wasn't living in this spot, I would have definitely raged and probably broken something.
Well,
This
you're gonna
honestly, the second half of the Cardinals game, my daughter is on the cheer team for a junior pee wee football team. These are like, I think they're 8 and under kids. These teams play with better fundamentals than I saw in the second half from the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Take
wow.
take that for what it's worth.
Yeah.
But
Who's your quarterback? Who's the quarterback?
what are the junior pee wee team? Kyler
Yeah.
Murray.
Yeah. We might need him here in Las Vegas.
Oh man.
Oh, well, on that note, let's get into week 6.
I mean, you could have had Joe Flacco.
That's true.
Hey, that would have been great. I don't know. Yeah.
Tyler probably would have been like, "Oh, we're going to the playoffs right now."
Joe Flacco turns Jacoby Myers into a league winner, in
True.
my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe Flacco turned Jacoby Myers into at least a wide receiver two of what he was supposed to be this year.
All right.
Oh man, it's only week 6, gentlemen.
Only
I
week
feel
6.
like I feel like the stress is already should have been week 12, you know?
I
Yeah,
know.
We're almost there.
almost there. All right.
Making
Thursday
my
night
way
football.
downtown.
What'd you say?
Making my way downtown.
Thursday night football. We got the Philadelphia Eagles at the New York Jets. I mean Giants. Oh, the Miami Jets too.
Yeah, wait, who's on by this week?
So on by is the Houston Texans and Minnesota Vikings. So Thursday night football, we got the Eagles and the Giants. I think, I think the Eagles are going to win this, but I do think it'll be maybe a little bit closer game, but it's a right. It's a divisional game. Most divisional games are closer than a lot of people think. Um, for me, the Eagles, um, I like playing Hurts. I like Barkley. Let's talk about the two receivers that no one likes to play or hates to play, wishes they did something better. AJ Brown and Devontae Smith.
So I know Tyler has AJ Brown. I have Devontae Smith.
Mhm.
Tyler, what are you doing with AJ Brown this week?
I'm actually let me see. He's actually my wide receiver two right now, just because I don't have anyone else for I have Matthew Golden from the Packers, but not really doing much. Um and I have Christian Kirk who's on bye. So I'm kind of in a little pickle because I really don't want to start AJ Brown. Um it's yeah, it's just it's very frustrating. I think I saw an interview with Jalen Hurts, and I guess the team had a pretty big meeting either today or yesterday, and regarding AJ Brown and Devontae Smith's role in the offense. Um, so I don't know if that's going to change anything. I don't think it's going to. I don't think it's going to change anything. I mean, AJ Brown has 8 targets and yards per target is 5. So he's not getting any deep balls. He's not, you know, slants, short curls, in routes, nothing crazy for AJ Brown, nothing like he was last year or the year before. He's wide receiver 43 right now, which is
Oh, he's trending up.
Hey, that helps.
Devontae Smith had a pretty good game last week with 17 and a half points. But I mean, it's tough to start him because you know they're just gonna hand the ball off to Saquon. It's 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. They're gonna do the tush push. So like I said last week, I'm still looking for trades for AJ Brown. I was actively doing some trades that got rejected during the week. So I'm just trying to play my cards and see what I can get out there. Maybe a couple draft picks. I'd be happy with a couple draft picks.
So I have Devontae Smith on a team that has Justin Jefferson and Tetairoa McMillan. That team also has, I'm pretty deep at running back. So he's been, Devontae Smith has been a flex. So I had Devontae Smith in my starting lineup in weeks 1, 2, and 4. And I managed to miss his 2 big weeks of the season so far. And I'm so frustrated. I'm just like, maybe I guess I just leave him in there, especially with all the
Yeah.
injuries now. But I don't know. Would you rather have Devontae Smith or AJ Brown?
Well, I think at this point you want Devontae Smith because he's wide receiver 30 right now, so he's doing better than what AJ Brown is. Um, and also last game he also got a couple more targets, and yards per target is 11 the last couple games. For Devontae Smith has been over 10 for yards per target, and then AJ Brown last game or last week we talked about it. His yards per target were less than 1 yard, and
Oh
then
yeah,
and then
forgot
this
about that.
yeah, and then this week it's basically just a little under 5.5. Um, so yards per target, I feel like that's a pretty big number that you should look at when you're starting wide receivers. Because that's what's the quarterback. I mean, that's what matters is what's the yards per target. It's just a matter of if the receiver catches it or not. But um, I think for me, I'd start Devontae over AJ Brown just because of yards per target.
Yeah. Yeah, I think especially this week, right, with that Giants defense, you have to start both of them. And let me be a testament to trying to like pick which weeks, you start one of these guys. I mean, I didn't start him against the Rams. I didn't start Devontae Smith against Denver because I'm like, oh, good defense. But he had good weeks. He had 3 points against the Cowboys. It's just this Eagles offense is super unpredictable as far as the passing game goes. Um, so it's either I think you start him and you leave him there, or you got to be okay possibly missing big spike games with him on the bench.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's so hard just to like it's tough to it's tough to predict those big games because they have a bad game for 2 to 3 games in a row and you're sick of it. And what if that big game doesn't come?
Yeah, or wait for the big game and then trade him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it somebody else's problem.
Um, yeah. I mean, it's tough. Um, my advice would be to people out there, I would just play them both. Um, I mean, yeah, it's tough when you have a legit one, like wide receiver one in your lineup and he doesn't do anything. It's tough. I get it,
Yeah.
but you still have to play him. I mean, the Giants, their front seven is their strong point. But you're still going to play Saquon. Um,
Yeah.
so because their secondary is not like it's not the best, but they're okay. But these two receivers could definitely break it open um, if they have to. And that's the other issue with the Eagles. Um, they don't have to throw.
Yep.
If they are running the ball successfully, they're going to continue to do that, and that's the bad part about this offense is that they don't have to throw it. So, also the Giants, I honestly wouldn't play anyone. I'm I put Scatterboo in our starts of the week, but I'm still kind of skittish on it because I mean the Eagles front seven is decent. Um, and I know Scatterboo has like the gets everything in the world thrown to him, and eventually he's gonna break some big run on them. So
Byron Tracy is also coming back from
yeah, and I don't know what Tyreek
injury.
is coming back. Um, Dart, I wouldn't play Dart if you're in a one quarterback league. I definitely play him in a two quarterback league just to see because he does rush the ball.
Yeah.
The last two games, he's had 10 and 7 rushing attempts, both over 50 yards, and one of them was a touchdown out of that in his first start. So,
He hasn't been terrible as far as turnovers go.
yeah, he's only thrown 2 picks, and that was in the last game. So,
So yeah, that rushing upside, and if he continues to take care of the ball, I think is both definitely positives on the fantasy front. Um, Quick thing on Scatterboo and the Eagles front seven. Jalen Carter was limited on Wednesday, so he's questionable this week.
well, if Jalen Carter doesn't play, that means Scatterboo can have a game.
Right, like Javonte Williams in week
Okay,
one.
had a great game. Maybe they can get Carter to spit on him. So,
Yeah, Jackson Dart, like,
yeah,
did you
Jackson
spit?
Dart.
Did you spit in my general direction?
Yeah. All right. Well, I feel like we talked ad nauseum at this game, so let's.
Sorry, one more.
Yeah,
Darius
go ahead.
Slayton is
Go ahead.
out for week 6, which basically leaves Wandale Robinson there.
Yeah,
If you need an emergency flex start, he's going to get a lot of targets.
yeah. The receivers for I'll say the receiver that the only one I probably would play is Wandell. Um, Ty Johnson, if you are desperate for a tight end spot play, I get it. He
Oh,
did.
Theo?
Oh yeah, Theo Johnson. Sorry, uh, he
Theo.
he got 2 touchdowns last week, but I don't see that's the play for them. So moving on to
Yep.
the Denver Broncos are playing the 0-5 New York Jets. Wow. Um, I would play Bo. Definitely play JK, and definitely playing Sutton. I do. I think Ingram has a good spot start here if he's on your waivers. Still, I would pick it up if you definitely need a tight end. Um,
I
but
just dropped him.
Oh, what? He had his best week of the season last
he
week.
did. He had the
I
best.
know. I dropped him for Joe Flacco.
Oh, okay. All right.
For let's talk about the Jets really quick. Fields has been playing good, but that's only in the fourth quarter. So I wouldn't play him against the Broncos. They have a very good defense, and that's all I have really for the Justin
You
Jefferson.
know, you know what's crazy? Justin Fields has not thrown an INT this year.
Wow,
And he's
he,
QB
has,
13
he,
right
he
now.
does have 3 fumbles for losses.
Yes.
Well,
Yes, this is true. His rushing utilization has been really good.
yeah, 12, 5, 7, and 7.
I just find
So
it crazy right now that the Jets are 0-5, but Justin Fields, QB 13,
Yeah,
Garrett Wilson, wide receiver 5, Brees Hall, running back 22, not terrible, but not great. And yeah, I mean that was about it. But but like how are these guys 0-5 when you have a number 5 receiver and a top 15 quarterback? It's kind of crazy to me.
I think it's just the culture there.
Defense ranked number 29.
Their defense is not good at all. Yeah. Would you guys play Garrett Wilson?
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
then I have one little nugget for about Mason Taylor. Mason Taylor's
Oh yeah.
been coming into his own in this offense throughout. Week one he had one target. Week two he had two. Week three he had an uptick. He has six targets, seven, and then the last game he had 12.
12 targets?
Yeah, he had 13 fantasy points. He had 12 targets for nine receptions and 67 yards. No touchdown though, but he is getting in this offense. He's getting utilized more and more in this offense. So he's a good pickup and I think he's a good start this week.
Yeah, I agree.
Broncos are not the Broncos will take away your best receiver and your running game, but they won't. They're kind of bad at the tight end position. So as a
I mean,
defense,
you could do way worse at tight end,
yeah.
especially with, Brenton Strange goes out this week. Juwan Johnson's questionable. There's a lot of injuries on the tight end front. And yeah, Taylor's targets have gone up every single week. I don't expect he'll get more than 12 this week against Denver, but it's a really good sign that the coaching staff and Justin Fields trust him.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think Mason's
He's
hard.
also a monster.
Yeah.
6'5", 260.
I mean, when you're the son of a NFL Hall of Famer and and a nephew of an NFL Hall of Famer, I think you have some pretty damn good genes. So,
Yeah.
you guys have anything else? Brees Hall, you're going to play him?
I mean, I
Yeah.
think you have to.
Yeah.
He's not. He hasn't been great, but he has been. He's only had 2 weeks under 10 points. And the other 3 weeks, week one, 19 and a half, week four, 15 and a half, week five, 19 and a half. So I mean, even though the Jets are 0 and 5, if you have Justin Fields, Brees Hall, or Garrett Wilson, I think it's a Mando start, just because those are the guys that are making this offense go. Um, Even though they're not winning, they are producing points. And like we said, kind of like before the season started, you don't really want players on a losing team, but this offense is pretty decent for right now, and I think they're moving the ball. But if you have one of those three players, I think you have to start them no matter what.
Yeah, they're 0 and 5 because their defense hasn't given up less than 23 points in a game this season.
Yeah, terrible.
Terrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. Just terrible.
Brees Hall is like averaging almost 5 yards a carry. Besides week two and week three, where he had less than 10 points. But week one, week four, and week five, he was averaging more than 5 yards. Week five, he was averaging 8 yards a carry.
Yeah, and averaging 5 targets a game as well.
Yeah. So Brees Hall is a good running back too. If you went running back heavy, even a flex, but I think it's a great start.
Yep. Agree.
Yep. All right. Moving on to the LA Rams are playing the Baltimore Ravens. Boy, oh boy. I have a lot to say about the Ravens.
Me too.
Go to it. I'll sit back.
Me
I'll
too.
take the Rams.
Man, I just that I when I think of the Baltimore Ravens, I think of their defense, and I just
Me too.
cannot. It's very hard for me to believe that their defense is this bad because being a Steeler fan, and watching the Steelers play the Ravens, it's always just a heavyweight boxing match between them. And now what I see with the Ravens and the defense is like, wow, we could probably just manhandle this team, do very well. The fact that they're playing the Rams, I am scared to anyone that is playing against a Ram player because I think they're going to go nuclear on this team. Lamar is out. Derrick Henry, I'm so glad I traded.
Yeah, I can't believe Derrick Henry right now.
He is not. He has had his touches. First week 18, 11, 12, 8, and 15. Um, not. He's only had one game over 100 yards, and he has 4 touchdowns this season.
It's
Not.
almost to the point where I'm getting close to considering sitting Derrick Henry because
I
it's
You wouldn't be wrong in doing that.
I'm almost thinking about sitting him because his their bye week is in a couple weeks,
Yeah, I
and
would
I
not.
might just sit him until after the bye week because I don't think next week I don't think this week he's gonna go off. I think it's gonna be the same thing, less than 10 points. And the league that I have him in, um, it's I have Chuba, I have Bill, and James Cook and J.K. Dobbins, and it's
You definitely don't have to start him. Those You have
yeah,
better options.
yeah, and it's really tough to sit him. I really want to keep him in, but these last 3 weeks, actually ever since week one,
Yeah.
ever since week one was great. Like this is why I picked them, and week two I was like, all right, you made me win week one, so okay, whatever. Week three was okay. He had 10, but like you don't draft Derrick Henry for 10 points. Um,
Well,
you
I mean,
draft you draft him for 15 plus every week, kind of thing. And he's running back 23. He's right below Brees Hall, running back 22. So I mean, we just talked highly of Brees Hall. He's running back 22, but you think of just like Josh was saying, you think of Baltimore. You, Derrick Henry is going to score, and he 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 hasn't been what he was in week one. So it's very tough.
So let's dig into this a little bit, right? I'm going to run this down. Uh, uh, Who who are the key pieces in the running game in Baltimore, right? Offensive line and unsung hero fullback Patrick Ricard.
yeah.
So starting off, Patrick Ricard didn't practice Wednesday, questionable week 6. Ronnie Stanley, starting offensive tackle, limited Wednesday, questionable. Came out of the game last week. Joe Noteboom, starting tackle, questionable week 6 for the Rams. Sorry, Roger Rosengarten, starting tackle, questionable. Noteboom, backup tackle, questionable. Ricard, questionable. None of those are good things for the running game. Now you want to talk defense. Nnamdi Madubuike led the league in sacks a few years ago, defensive tackle, IR. Ardarius Washington, starting safety, pup list all season. Adisa Isaac, linebacker, IR. Return week 6, maybe. We'll see. Chidobe Awuzie, excellent cornerback. Didn't practice Wednesday. Marlon Humphrey, other starting cornerback. Didn't practice Wednesday. Questionable. Roquan Smith, awesome linebacker. Didn't practice Wednesday. Kyle Hamilton, safety, limited practice on Wednesday. Questionable week 6. Like, they're decimated. It's like the Lions at the end of the season last year.
Yeah. So when you say all those injuries to the offensive line, like it's and Cooper Rush is the quarterback.
Oh,
Like it's I
it's not
appreciate
good.
yeah, and
It's not good, Bob.
It's
yeah,
not. The so I wouldn't. This is my personal opinion on playing some of them. I wouldn't play probably from Baltimore.
Zay Flowers is questionable anyways, so I wouldn't play him.
yeah.
I
I
wouldn't
just
play
traded for him
Henry.
I traded for him the week that Lamar got hurt.
Yeah. So um,
You know what this feels like? This feels like a Rashad Bateman fluke massive touchdown game.
just like, but it may be in like garbage time, like just
That
like
doesn't bother me.
yeah. No, I know that doesn't bother me either, but still, it's like people are gonna chase that out after this. For the Rams, I definitely am playing Stafford. He's been lighting it up. Um, he hasn't had a game He's only had one game under 20, actually two, but he's
Two
been
massive games in a row.
two massive games in a row. Kyron Williams, um, minus, I would say, the Indy game and the San Francisco game. If he doesn't have those fumbles, he's a top 10 running back right now. He's still so electric. I'm playing him against this defense. Same thing with Puka and Devontae. Devontae has been really
Yep.
he's he's brought a new life to this offense, especially for Stafford. Even though he had like 11 targets for 85, uh, yeah, 88 yards last week. He didn't get the touchdown, but he was definitely targeted in the red zone. He's always targeted. So I think he's gonna happen this
Yeah,
week.
both those receivers are smash starts pretty much every week.
Pretty much. You guys got anything else?
Derrick Henry, please just come back to life.
All right. Our next game is the 2-1 Dallas Cowboys playing the 2-3 Carolina Panthers. Smash start for Dak. I would definitely play Javante and George. What can you say about George? Tyler, you got
George Pickens.
how do you, he had a I mean, last week against the Jets wasn't a great game, but he got in the end zone. I think
That's what saved him.
yeah, that saved him. But he's definitely a start still. It's a wide receiver.
Yeah.
7 year. Holy crap. Wow. I wouldn't see that. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, I didn't see George Pickens as a top 10 receiver.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to be at least like a top 20, top 15, but being in the almost top five, that's fantastic. Kind of a steal.
Yeah.
I'm so bummed about this because there was a mid-round pick in our 2 QB league, and my choice was Pickens or Jameson Williams, and I took Williams. So mad.
Yeah. I think that was my decision too in our keeper league. It was between him and George Pickens, and I took Jameson.
Thank you, because I
Agreed.
got Pickens in the keeper league.
Yeah, I think that's why. I think that's why I was like, crap. But I also like Ferguson. He's the tight end one on the year. This guy hasn't had a game without getting all the targets. Like,
Yeah, he's been amazing.
yeah, he has first game 6, 12, 14 in week 3, 7 and 9. This guy is just getting peppered with targets, and he's catching them. So he's a smash play for me, probably the rest of the season. For the Cardinals, I actually like
Panthers.
Oh, the Panthers.
I'm sorry, the Panthers. Excuse me. I actually like Young for this game, even though he's kind of a hit or miss some games, but against this Dallas defense, I think he's going to be at least have a 20-point game. I think. Chuba Herbert, he's questionable this week with his calf. He didn't practice. He didn't partake in practice. Yes, today it's Wednesday, so maybe he's still resting. But if he plays, I would definitely play him this week.
Would you play a hurt Chuba Hubbard over Derrick Henry right now?
No.
But if Chuba doesn't play, I'd start Rico Dowdle over Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Rico Dowdle as revenge game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think
he's talked about it too in the media.
I think he has some juice. The dude
he looked amazing last week. Granted, it's a lot of people look amazing against Miami. I will say that.
It's okay though. And then T-Mac. Tim, how are you feeling about him so far as an owner?
There's nobody else for defenses to key on in the passing game for Carolina. Like he's had to battle for everything, every yard that he's gotten. He's done well. He needs, in my opinion, Jalen Coker to come back. They haven't activated him off of IR yet, but he's
Mhm.
been practicing, so he's back at practice. I like my gut tells me he probably won't play in week 6, maybe back in week 7. Xavier Legette's out this week again, so it's just like, oh, we're gonna double team T Mac every play, all game. So I would say you're still gonna start him. The floor is fairly high, right? Like, you know, 4 for 70, I think, is his floor.
Yeah.
Hasn't scored a touchdown this year, but you could do a lot worse. Like if you started AJ Brown, the floor is a lot
Yeah.
lower. So you're going to start T Mac, I think, because that upside is, you know what, maybe there's a 60-yard pass that's a touchdown, right? Or any touchdown, I think would be big. So yeah, I'm still starting him all over the place.
Tyler, you got anything?
Nope. I'm right there with you, Tim. I like T-Mac better than AJ Brown.
Well, that answers that question. So we're gonna move on then to Tim. Your Cardinals are playing the 4-1 Colts.
Don't touch, don't touch the Cardinals offense.
I,
Maybe, maybe Marvin.
I mean,
Um, you
yeah,
can stream somebody besides Kyler. Drew Petzing's still the offensive coordinator. The Colts are going to score a lot. So, yeah, they're probably going to pass a lot. I wouldn't touch any Cardinals running backs. I wouldn't touch any Cardinals receivers outside of Trey McBride or uh, Marvin. And even Marvin, you're
even
still
Marvin
probably going to start him. But
probably put him at the flex.
like, I really like where he's at. He seems to be coming around mentally. They just, he had one target in the second half last game after having, a really, really nice first half. So I just with this offense, I don't know. I can't trust it.
Yeah,
I mean, Marvin Harrison last couple of games have been over 10 and more productive than AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Yards per target last game for Marvin was 19 and a half. Yards per catch was 24 and a half. Week 4, he had 15 and a half, but his yards per target were 6. Yards per carry was 11, had a touchdown. Um, so I feel comfortable starting Marvin Harrison definitely more than AJ Brown just because he's getting targets and he's getting more than 5 yards a target.
And I like, I mentioned last week on the pod that the touchdown seemed to be a massive mental like weight off for Marvin. And I think you continued to see that progression this week, right? Really, really nice contested down the field catch in the first half. Um, so I think we're going to continue to see Marvin progress here. He's just kind of limited by this offense overall.
yeah. Uh, my there's also a thing I have to say about this. I feel like Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. they just don't like each other because you never see them when like a drive ends. You usually see the quarterback go sit down, look at the tablet, and then he'll go talk to his players or talk to the receivers, talk to the line. I have never seen Kyler Murray like go talk to like the receivers or the offensive line. He just is always just like away from the team. It's just
He's an odd,
you think
he's
he's
an
an
interesting,
introvert guy, you know?
yeah. And I think like,
It's very weird.
I don't, you never really see fire out of him.
Oh,
Like he's never fired up.
he,
He's
his
almost
mood is
impossible to read.
his mood is almost. You remember Jay Cutler and his like,
Yes.
just like, but like you knew Jay Cutler had like that dude in him, and like he could,
Yes. He had the
like,
passion.
he had the passion, but he never showed it. To me, it's like Kyler just like I don't think he has the passion, or it could be, yeah. It's just so, it's just dumb.
Yeah, and so there's just I think a broader cultural thing. Like there's some really nice locker room leaders on that team, right? Calais Campbell, what, 17 or 18-year NFL veteran.
Yeah,
Um, like just showing that old man strength can actually get you by in the league.
dude.
Uh, Buda Baker, right? One of the like most fiery. I cannot imagine Buda Baker in the locker room after Sunday's game.
No, he probably wanted to kill that running back. Like,
Ripped a helmet
he's probably on his coach's
into,
side too. Like, I would have punched him in his fucking face.
yeah.
Oh. Let's talk about the Colts because they're a better team than talking about.
Hmm.
Danny Dimes.
Yes.
I think Daniel Jones for the rest of the season. I think he's a good start for the rest of the season. Um, he's not his first game. He got you 30 points. He's not going to get you like over the top type of things, but he's very consistent and he's good. He's a very steady, consistent. You can stream him every week if you want to. I mean, maybe the Houston game maybe is not a good game to play him in, but he's just so good. I
Yeah.
can't not see him not play.
Yeah.
Something
If you
has
would
to
have told me, yeah, if you would have told me that Danny Dimes was going to be QB8, Jonathan Taylor running back 1,
Yeah,
and Michael Pittman wide receiver 15, and them going 4-1, I would have said you're crazy.
yeah,
This was this was the team that I did not expect to be this good.
yeah, for sure.
Like they're rocking right now, and they have and Tyler Warren, tight end number
Oh
3.
yeah.
Can't forget about him.
Smash.
Yeah,
If
and
they can get
I
him more touchdowns, he would
yeah,
be the wide receiver, the tight end.
Tyler Warren got the Riz.
yeah. I'm very surprised about this team. I actually avoided them at all costs in drafts. Because I drafted Michael Pittman a couple years in a row, and I didn't get what I wanted out of him, besides for a couple weeks, um, in both years. And so I was very hesitant on drafting Michael Pittman, Danny Dimes, and Jonathan Taylor this year. Just Jonathan Taylor had a little bit of an injury problem, but man, the Colts are rocking this year.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you guys said what I was going to say, so I don't think we need to say any more about the Colts.
So the only other thing I'll say about the Colts,
Yeah, go ahead.
AD Mitchell,
AD Mitchell. What about him?
week 4,
Did something
did the
stupid.
same thing DeMercado did.
Yeah, I don't know.
Week 4, AD Mitchell, snap percentage, 89%. Week 5, 9%.
One target.
One target.
That should tell you something. Well, I mean, so who's your head coach, Tim?
Jonathan Gannon.
And who's the Colts head coach? What's his name? Um, didn't they come from the
Oh,
same?
yeah. Shane Steichen. Yeah, they
Didn't come from
both
the same
came.
coach?
So Shane Steichen was the OC in Philly, and Jonathan Gannon was the DC under
In, right?
whatever his name is.
For Philly,
Yeah,
he's an Italian.
I should know. I really like the guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, Nick Sirianni.
yeah, there it is. Interesting. So,
Yeah.
well, yeah. Anyhow, let's move on
Well,
to.
and Shane Steichen was rumored to be on the hot seat going into this year,
I
and
think he still is.
yeah, I don't know. He's cooled off quite a bit. I mean, that
Oh,
team
not
looks
Shane
pretty
Steichen.
good.
Not Steichen. Gannon.
Oh, Gannon's big time on the hot
Gannon's
seat.
on the hot seat. Yeah, Shane Steichen was on the hot seat because they have like, is it going to be Daniel Jones or is it going to be Richardson? So
Didn't Richardson throw a pass in this game?
I don't know.
He did. He actually had 2 attempts. He was 1 for 2 for 9 yards.
Okay. All right, let's talk about the Seattle Seahawks and the Jacksonville Jaguars, who stunned the world on Monday night. Um, Trevor Lawrence, how, you know, I feel like this game helped him a little bit with his um, overall. I mean, not saying that he's not a confident guy, but I think this helped him that they got over this big hump of beating the Chiefs, a juggernaut team in the AFC um, conference. Um, I think against Seattle, I think it's an okay matchup for him, but I'd be hesitant. I'd play him as a like quarterback two. ETN, I mean, he didn't have a great game last week against the Chiefs, but he hasn't really fallen off on any other games. So
Yeah,
like
he's been great.
he's bring back 10 for a guy that like just dropped off the face of the earth last year in fantasy to being a run back 10. I think he's a solid start this week. Um, Brian Thomas Jr. He had a double digit game, 10 points, 6 targets for 4 receptions, 80 yards, no touchdowns yet. How are you guys feeling about him? He's wide receiver 39 on the year right now. Um, is it I mean, what are you feeling? I mean, he gets the targets, he's just not catching.
Yeah, that catch percentage has come up in the past 2 weeks. We all know what he's capable of. I think the big thing I would start him this week. I don't have him anywhere, but I would definitely start him this week. Seahawks secondary is banged up across the board. All of their starting DBs are questionable.
Hmm.
Reek Woolen, Julian Love, Nick Emenwari, Devin Witherspoon, all questionable for this week. You'd think out of those four, probably at least one misses the game. But if a couple of them, like one of the cornerbacks and one of the safeties misses the game, I think it's a huge opportunity for Brian Thomas Jr. You throw in the fact that Brenton Strange just went to IR with an injury, so those opportunities are going to be there. I think it's a great week. If he can't come through in this week, I don't know. It would be hard for me to start him again this year, but the ball's got to go somewhere.
Yeah, I agree. Also, I mean, where is I don't think Hunter? I don't see him, but Travis Hunter, he had an uptick in targets. I think it was the most. I mean, he only had 3 targets this week, but
He's not startable for me.
you
Uh,
know, you don't think he'll get more targets with Strange being out?
I don't know that they understand where he fits in the offense. Like, how do they utilize his particular talents, right? Is it in the slot? Is it out wide? Is it on intermediate routes? Is it on the deep ball? And if they don't seem to really know how to utilize him best. And even if they do, does Travis or Trevor Lawrence know how to get him the ball
Yeah.
in the right place in those situations? So
Yeah.
I just haven't seen that gel yet. And there's plenty of other receivers I'd rather start, I think, than Hunter.
Yeah, I think Travis Hunter is just a little bit more touchdown dependent, even though he hasn't had a touchdown this year. Last week, his yards per target and yards per catch, he went 3 for 3, were 21 and a half. So definitely I think they're trying to do a little bit more deep ball passing with them, but I agree with him. I don't think he's starting worthy or even a flex worthy start. Definitely touchdown dependent, especially with the targets being as low as they are.
For the Seahawks, Sam Darnold. Um, I think he's going to be. I mean, he has Jaguars this week. Yeah, and then the Texans next week. They have a good defense. I actually think he's a good start this week. Actually, a good streaming start this week, but I pick
Yeah.
him up without the. just for because his next after his bye, he has Washington, Arizona, the Rams, Titans, Minnesota, Atlanta. You know, it's they're decent teams, but the fact that he put up 21 against New Orleans, 15, not great against the Cardinals, but and then he put 38 fantasy points on the Buccaneers. Um, I think Sam Darnold's coming into his own on this offense, and I think he's proving that he's worth it. So, I mean, he's a QB 14 right now, but they keep going forward with JSN there. It's a match made in heaven for him right now. So,
Yeah, I agree. I think Darnold's a really nice start. Uh, this offense is really coming together. With the coaching staff figuring things out, Sam Darnold getting up to speed and integrating, getting that chemistry going with JSN. AJ Barner's been nice.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh, dude.
yeah,
I picked him up last week on the
I was
podcast.
just, I was just about to say the thing you picked him up, Tyler.
Picked him up on the podcast.
I
Didn't
was kind
start
of
him.
bummed out.
Oh, you didn't start him?
I didn't start him.
You didn't start him.
I didn't start him because I had who did I have start? I had I
Play
think I
someone
had
else.
Brock Bowers start.
Oh,
No, it wasn't Brock Bowers. It was Hunter Henry. And oh my God, dude, I was so pissed. He's starting this week though.
nice.
For yeah. So I would play. I do like Walker. Um, I mean, and Charbonnet. Charbonnet's been getting like just if he falls into the end zone, he's a good like flex start. So
Yeah, 3 touchdowns on the year.
touchdowns in the year, and Walker has been it's a running back 17, but I mean, as long as he if he gets those carries, um, in that volume there, he's bound to get have another game.
He's very much a feast or famine type of guy.
Yeah,
I mean, week 5 and week 2 of this season, over 8 yards a carry.
yeah.
But then you've got week 1 and week 3, right? 2 yards a carry, 2.3 yards a carry.
And then the
But
receivers,
you're starting him. You're starting him regardless.
yeah, smash start for JSN. You know,
Every week.
every week. I mean, he's bound to get more touchdowns here. I just think um, the fact that he has 2 on the year, he's bound to get more coming throughout the weeks. He's too good.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I think with
Can't wait to talk about
I think with Seattle and AG Barner is that if you see someone getting hot, start them.
Yeah.
Do not say if someone's getting hot. I think this is for all positions and just fantasy strategy. If someone's getting hot, someone had a hot game. He had a hot game week 4, even though it was only 3 targets. Um, you know, follow the trends. You know,
Same
so
thing happened with Jake Ferguson week 2,
Yeah.
yeah.
right?
So
And then
follow the trends.
looking the same with Darren Waller, although he's banged up, not surprisingly. Also, when did Cooper Kupp turn into basically the exact same thing as this year's Adam Thielen?
I couldn't tell you.
First of all, have you seen his hair on Sleeper?
Yes, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. I don't know, but I mean, yeah, with Cooper, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about
Dude, he just what? He just moves to Seattle. He's like, yeah, grunge is still a thing here, isn't it?
Well, I mean, he's from Washington, so
Uh,
kind of he went to Eastern Washington
you,
college.
dude, you know that guy's like going home and just hitting Jays.
Oh, for sure. He's a good. I say Cooper's a good flex start this week too. So, but I don't really have anything else to talk.
Yeah, his targets are, I mean, his targets have been there for the most part, right?
We definitely have. All right, let's move on to the Chargers. They're playing the Miami Dolphins. I see that this for the Chargers is a get right game. I don't think I it's hard to say what they're going to do with the running game because with Hampton out, it's between uh, Haxon and Valdez. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, Kamani Vidal and Hassan Haskins.
ball. So it's between them. I don't know how they're going to use them. I know they signed some. I feel like they signed some recently, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. For the receivers, I say smash them all, play them all this week. Um, Allen, Ladd, and Huge. They have to get right because I think if they're
Yeah.
going to this game, it's going to be on the back of Justin Herbert throwing the ball to all three of these guys.
Yeah, Quentin Johnston's questionable, didn't practice with a hamstring, so situation to monitor. But I agree, it's like without Hampton in the backfield, I think they're inevitably going to have to pass the ball more.
Mhm.
Um, Low key, potentially look out for Rondé Gadsden Jr. Could be something to look at. Um, but the other thing for the Chargers is their O line is decimated. Joe Alt got hurt last game. He's questionable. You know, they lost Rashawn Slater early in the season. They've got multiple guards out. So it's a challenging situation. And I think like, the biggest concern for me is just please don't let Justin Herbert get hurt.
Yeah, that'd be bad. For Miami, I
No.
yeah, I don't have anything. Maybe the only play would be Achan and
Yeah.
Waddle.
I
Well,
mean, Jalen Waddle had 26 points last game.
yeah,
Just
and
like we said last game, follow the trend.
yeah, and Waller. Waller's I would follow that trend. So I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
Waller's questionable. Tua's apparently got two injuries now, a thumb and a hip.
so who's the backup here?
Oh,
Listen,
Zach Wilson. Let's go.
Zach Wilson.
Let's go.
Um, I heard a stat on Bill Simmons. I think it was
Or maybe they'll play.
something about so Geno Smith is on the only person to throw interceptions at a higher rate than Geno Smith this season was Zach Wilson, like 3 or 4 years ago in New York. Anyways, food for thought.
Maybe they'll play Quinn Ewers instead of Zach. See what they got.
Dude, so I don't know if people know this, but like I'm into sports cards. This so Topps just released this combo card. It's Quinn Ewers and The Undertaker for
Oh,
WWE.
nice.
Because apparently Quinn Ewers was on WWE or something.
I have no idea. All I know is that WWE is on ESPN days, so who knows? Um, yeah, couldn't tell
Oh yeah. The Undertaker awarded Quinn Ewers with the WWE Big 12 MVP belt.
you. Nice. Yeah, go for
Oh,
that.
this I guess this was last year when he was at Texas.
Whatever. I mean, so cool. On to New England Patriots are playing the New Orleans Saints. I like new Drake May. Good play this week. He had even though he didn't have a great game against Buffalo, fantasy wise, he had a good game against Buffalo, football wise. Um, I think he's a good start this week. What about these running backs, Matt? Tim, you are a Travion Henderson owner in Dynasty.
I am not. I wish I was.
No, you're not. Um, Someone.
I am a Ramondre Stevenson owner in the 2QB league.
Oh, that's fun.
That's not been fun.
I know because I haven't. I used to be. You. I don't even know what to do with Henderson. Like, if you drafted him, you were hoping for like a breakout game at some point. I mean, is this with who? Someone who got hurt?
This has got to be it.
This is yeah.
This has got to be it. Antonio Gibson's
out.
tore his ACL. He's done for the year.
I don't know who this shit.
Ramon Mike Vrabel has been more patient than I think I would have ever thought with Ramondere's fumbles.
Yeah.
Like he's fumbled each of the last 3 weeks. Like it is all the signs are flashing. This is Travion time. It's the Titans. They're the worst team in the league besides the Cardinals now. And this is it. Like this feels like the game.
If so, you're saying if he doesn't have, let's say, he's only had one game that's double digits, 11, those 11 points. So he had a touchdown. If he doesn't have more than what, at least 15, do you just bench him and hope for it, or do you just straight drop him? Because I would be, if I'm the owner, I would just not play him. Just hope that one game he breaks out and then trade him. That'd be
Sorry, I misspoke. They're not playing Tennessee. It's New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Um, yeah, this feels like it should be the game. I wouldn't, but I'm not putting the whole season on this, right? Like this isn't like Caleb Johnson in Pittsburgh situation.
Mhm.
They're gonna they've clearly been slow playing his capabilities. Um, but I like if Ramondre fumbles this week, I feel like they're gonna feed Travion just about everything he can handle.
Yeah.
You would hope so. I mean, I don't. I
I
mean,
already had hoped so.
what else? What else? What else do you do here? You have to like. I know Vrabel. I mean, they like Vrabel's an old school coach, and they like Ramondre. So he, I think it's just Ramondre can do everything that they need them to do, and I think that's the thing with Vrabel. He's like, all right, he can do everything else, but he has a fumbling issue. I can live with that, but it's just why would you draft this guy? Like, was he second round pick, right?
Yeah, second rounder. Yep.
How do you draft him in the second round and not even try to use him or try to? I get it that he may not be the best at pass blocking, then don't pass block him. Use him on
But
some.
that's what but we were told in the preseason that he was an incredible pass blocker.
Yeah, it's just use him. Like I know he's only 5'10" to 202, but this dude has so much speed. It's ridiculous. I just don't. So, receivers for the Tyler. Sorry, do you have anything you want to add?
No, I agree with you guys. Trayvon Henderson needs to be played more.
Diggs. Diggs had a. I mean, he had a in week 4 he had 17 points. In week 5 he had 22 against his old team. I think he's a good start for the rest of the season. He looks good for having an ACL tear.
Yeah.
That'd probably be it for me. I don't know what Hunter Henry's deal was last week. I don't think. I mean, he got 4 targets, only 2 receptions. Not great, but I think he's a spot start if you need it. Definitely in this tight end landscape. Um,
I, I, I kind of felt like last week's game was like a bit of a watershed
yeah,
for the Patriots. Um, yeah, it's a big win against Buffalo, man. And like the leader who was pushing through all of it was Stephon Diggs. And I think that, galvanizes not only the whole team, but especially Drake May. And so I wouldn't be surprised to see an uptick in utilization and chemistry with Drake May. So yeah, I would feel okay starting Diggs this week.
Yep, I'm right there with you.
yeah. And then New Orleans. Um, I don't know. What do you do? Kamara,
Kamara. That's it.
Kamara, it came out questionable.
He hurt his ankle at practice today.
Okay, I would monitor
Yep.
that. I know the Patriots have their defense is getting better. Um, it's nothing. They don't have like a lockdown. I mean, Gonzalez is a lockdown. I wouldn't play Olave this week or uh, Shaheed, even though he had 22 points last game. Don't chase that. I wouldn't play him this week. Matter of fact, I don't play anymore.
Yeah, he just scored on an 87-yard touchdown bomb.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it for that game. All right, let's move on to the Cleveland Browns are playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh. The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Cool.
The Browns have a very good defense. This is a tough game that's going to be played between these two teams. I would play DK, and that's about it. The Browns are very good against the run defense. They're very good run defense. So
Yeah, Jalen Warren's logged the full practices yesterday or today.
full practice logged in today, but I would still not play him just because I feel like the Browns have not given up that much on defense just in the running game alone. I don't know if Tim, if you have the defensive stats, just
Fade Gainwell too.
Gainwell. I mean, if it's a passing game, sure. I mean, I have to play him in the 2 quarterback league. They have no running backs. But no. For the Browns, the only player I would play is Junkins.
Yes, sir.
The Steelers are not the best run defense, even though they probably did better in their game against Minnesota. They're still not that good. And the scum from the so they're always weak at the run. He will like fall into the end zone or have a breakaway touchdown. So
Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel, what about him?
He didn't look terrible.
He didn't look terrible. He threw 2 touchdowns.
Didn't throw a pick.
Terrible.
Throw a pick. So I mean, he's a very good game management quarterback here. But yeah, I mean, next week they play Miami. I think you can play him against Miami. That's for sure.
We'll see. We'll see after this week.
We'll see how he does after this week.
The ceiling with that passing game overall is it's not great.
Not much. There's not much here. Would you play Njoku this week? He had a good game last week. I think he had a touchdown. That's both of the tight ends got a touchdown. That's how Dylan got his 2 touchdowns. I would play Njoku.
Yeah, I would definitely play Njoku. That's definitely something that Dylan Gabriel is definitely targeting. He had his most targets with Dylan Gabriel in the game with 9. And Njoku's a good tight end. Even though he's tight end 16 of the year, he is a good tight end. And I think that's a good safety net for Dylan Gabriel because those are probably the most reliable hands on the team. Just because Jerry Jeudy is not doing the best. So David Njoku is definitely, I think, a start when Dylan Gabriel is playing.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's an easy enough game to talk about.
Yep.
All right, let's get to our last ballers team. The Tennessee Titans are playing the Las Vegas Raiders, both 1-4. Hey,
This should be a Monday night game. Come on.
oh, it's the 1 o'clock game.
Prime time.
The first game in the afternoon slate here, Tyler. Let's go.
Just everyone who's not watching the YouTube, my background is crying Raiders logo. And I still feel that way because I feel like we're gonna lose against Tennessee.
No, come on. You got to get up. This team barely beat a Cardinals team that fell flat on their face, and they barely beat them.
Yeah.
So I would definitely I think the only person I would play is Genty.
Yeah.
and I don't know the receiving. So the fact that they drafted two rookie receivers and they have not done jack.
Dude, Jack Beck hasn't done anything.
Jack Beck is like, is he like the ultimate like just like con artist here? Like he looked great in college, but now he's just like nothing. What's the deal,
I
Jack?
don't know, man. I just feel like they're Chip Kelly just needs to do something different with this offense.
Yeah,
Even when Brock Bowers was in the rotation, he's not, even though with an injury, not being as targeted as he was last year. Jacoby Myers, not the receiver he was last year as well. Wide receiver 38. Well, I'm surprised Trey Tucker is a wide receiver, top 15 receiver
With
with one,
1 week.
yeah, with one big game. Um, so yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I wouldn't start anyone on the Raiders besides Genty. Um, Even though Genty kind of came out slow, the first 3 weeks, last week and week four, were definitely his breakout games and um, running back 12 of the year. So, I mean, I think Genty's a good start. Other than that, I'm not starting anyone. I have Jacoby Myers in a couple leagues and I'm not starting him. And I'm also looking to drop him here pretty soon. Or if I can get a trade or something, I don't know. He's going to be off my team soon.
Yeah, I think Janty has a huge week. Um, he feasted on Chicago in week 4. Terrible run defense. Uh, Tennessee's run defense is not quite as bad, but Jeffrey Simmons is questionable. That guy's an absolute beast. If he doesn't play, that run defense is 50% as good as it could be. So this could be a massive week for Ashton Janty
yeah,
um,
very.
on the ground.
Um, for the Titans, I definitely play Pollard this week. I just don't know why I don't like him, but
He's
overall,
just blah. I mean,
he hasn't. He's only had two games over 10 points, so it's very. If he doesn't have at least more than 10 points in this game, then I don't know what else.
I mean, I would be fine flexing Tony Pollard.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely a good flex this week. I can see that. I know Tajay Spears has been he's back, um, so I don't know.
Yeah, still back from what was it, IR, right?
Yeah,
And so still questionable.
I think they'll slowly work him in this offense.
Yeah.
So,
Calvin Ridley.
I would play Calvin Ridley this week in a flex spot or as like a wide receiver three.
Yeah. Raiders pass offense, pass defenses.
Yeah, if you have a deep bench or a deep, if you're playing like in a deep league like our QB league, I definitely play this. So,
Tyler,
Yep.
Aiden O'Connell has entered the window of IR return.
ooh,
Should people stash him?
ooh,
I mean, he's not a terrible quarterback. Last year and the last 2 weeks against New Orleans and the Chargers, he had 20 points and 4 touchdowns in those 2 games. So he's not, he can get the job done. It's if you're hurting that quarterback like me, I'm starting Joe Flacco, so I'm probably going to stash him somewhere and keep him handy for a couple streaming games. Um, but I think he's worthy of a stash.
Yeah, I mean, 4 games where he was the starter last year. Um, what, two, four, six, seven touchdowns and 2 interceptions in those games. It's not
Yeah.
bad. I mean, that's literally the inverse of what Gino's done.
Yeah. So I think Aiden O'Connell's we need him to be in the lineup rather than Geno Smith. I'm tired of Geno, and it's something needs to change.
What
And also,
about Pickett?
I don't know, man. Give the team to Aiden. We drafted him. You know, let the man take over his team. And I feel like Aiden O'Connell has he's always been the backup in the backup, even in college. Um, So he's more than capable of carrying this team. And last year he made us win. He gave us the win and against Kansas City last year.
Yeah,
And last year's game in Kansas City he had almost 30 points. So he's definitely capable of having good games and throwing the rock pretty solidly. So I think he needs to take over.
I'm
Uh,
with you.
yeah, I am too. Oh,
0% rostered, by the way, in sleeper leagues.
nice. Moving on to the Cincinnati Bengals are playing the Green Bay Packers. Good Lord. Um, if
Oh God.
Joe Flacco is going to be playing in this game, I would, did you guys see the video I sent you of Whitney last week with Jamar Chase on?
Yes.
I would definitely play. Here's the thing with like the Jamar Chases of the world. It sucks because if he was on your bench. Tyler, you said you had a player, someone in your league didn't play him.
Yeah.
I bet he didn't feel great about it. Did he
Yeah,
play?
he was definitely pissed.
I think here on out, I think you can still play Jamar, but just don't expect this type of game
Every week.
every week, especially against Green Bay. Green Bay is a very, very good defense.
Do not start Chase Brown.
Yeah, I think coming off the Green Bay Packers coming off a bye, I think that bye just they needed to fix something because they got their butts kicked against Dallas. Um,
They're gonna be angry. That run defense is really good.
it's very good.
Chase Brown's already been bad. That Cincinnati offensive line is bad. Do not start Chase Brown. I have him in 75% of my leagues, and I'm benching him everywhere.
Just played Jamar.
That's
Hope
it.
for the best. For Green Bay, I do like Love. Josh Jacobs is a smash play.
Every week. Yep.
He has a very, very good schedule coming up. Cincinnati, Arizona, Pittsburgh, Carolina. And then he hits, Philly there, New York. Then he plays the rest of his division. But I can see him coming running back 2 or 3 coming up here. So, very good play this week. The receivers, um, Romeo Dobbs, he had the big game against Dallas. I think he's a good play this week. Definitely a good flex. He doesn't get many. He gets a lot of targets, but he doesn't get a lot of yardage.
Doesn't matter when you have 3 TDs.
Well, yeah, that too with his big ass helmet he has.
Romeo, where art my guardian cap?
I think that's why Jordan Love targets him because he gets. I would play him this week. What about Matthew Golden? I expected him to have a great game against Dallas, but he didn't. He had 6 targets for 5 receptions for 58 yards, no touchdowns. Um, it's gotta
I
happen
don't
at some point, right?
I don't know. I don't
I don't think the they drafted him to be a wide receiver one, but I don't think that's what he is. I think he's a slot receiver because he's 5'11", only 191 pounds.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Ridiculously fast. I don't think he's a one receiver. I think he's just like a possession receiver, like maybe like an Amon-Ra St. Brown, but like you know, like that type of player. But Amon-Ra's can be a one anywhere. I just
yeah,
don't.
I agree with you. I think he can be versatile. It's probably taking longer for him to get up to speed.
Uh-huh.
I do think I mean, and they've been so decimated at receiver in Green Bay. That's probably he's just getting a lot more attention from defenses than he would have expected, and he's still learning how to work against those things.
Yeah.
Um, Christian Watson came back to practice this week, still not activated off IR. Looks more like a week 7 thing, but I do think Christian Watson's presence could help Matthew Golden a ton.
I agree. Yeah, I think that could help it if he plays this week.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to play this week.
No, they have to activate off the pup, which they did. So it's a 21-day window here. They have to deal.
Yeah, so it should be within the next couple of weeks here, I would think. Not that I recommend. I've never been a huge Christian Watson fan, um, but something to monitor. I mean, he's had some big games, but just
Yeah,
not a
no.
consistent type of guy.
All right. And then Tucker Craft play smash play. He's a. I mean, he was
Yep.
as of right now. He's ranked as a tight end 11, but he gets the targets. So,
Yeah, Cincinnati, I think he'll get.
okay.
I think it'll be a nice game.
All right. On to the San Francisco 49ers are playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Another two teams that are 4-1.
I think this is going to be a game of the week right here.
Yeah, think, yeah, I think it is. Um, I like Baker. Baker
Sure.
apparently finds a way to just keep winning the game. Dude came back from a deficit, and against Seattle, they came back and won the game. He is different.
Baker Mayfield is football. Like that dude is fun to watch. He plays the game the right way. You can tell he's all effort. I just love the guy. I just love watching him play, man. Like
Yeah.
he makes me feel good about football.
Baker Laser is just. I'm surprised he's not drafted higher in leagues. He's always the eighth round, seventh, eighth round, sometimes ninth round, but QB3
Yeah.
and number 5 overall. And he is 80% started in leagues, which is which is crazy to me because uh, I just feel like Baker's just always undervalued in drafts and in leagues. And man, he is throwing lasers.
Yeah, just super, super underrated. He's the number 5 overall fantasy scorer in football.
And
And it's
also,
just been go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say only one interception of the year.
That's yeah, 10 touchdowns, 1 interception. And since he's been in Tampa Bay, right? QB 10 2 years ago, QB 4 last year, QB 3 this year. Just continuously underrated and a guy that I really wish I would have drafted
Yeah,
all over the place.
I was worried when draft season came around. I was worried he was going to have a regression in like what he completed last year.
Yeah, 41 touchdowns last year.
He
Insane.
I also feel like that Baker is very durable because you go back all the way to in 2022, he missed a few games due to injuries, but 2023 played every snap besides maybe a couple. Last year played every snap besides he had
Yep.
almost 100% snap percentage in each game. And then this year, he's just reliable and durable. And even though sometimes they might be a questionable tag on him for on the injury report,
He's
but
gonna play though.
yeah, he's gonna play. And
He's just a baller.
yeah, and I feel like that goes undervalued because you have Joe Burrow, who's drafted in the third round and can't finish the season, So
Barely start a season.
yeah. So I think Baker Mayfield is a fantastic quarterback, and I agree with you, Tim. Just if there's a definition in the dictionary of football, Baker's right there.
Do you want to have fun playing fantasy football? Draft Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with that being said, Bucky Irving is still going to be out for a while. He's in a boot. They think it's going to be longer than they thought they would be. So I like Rashid White. He had a excuse me. He had a good game last week against Seattle. He got 2 touchdowns.
That's going to keep on going.
I think he's going to get 4 for 4 receiving, 30 yards. He's not going to get a lot. He's going to get a lot of attempts rushing the ball, but he's not going to get a lot of yardage just because the offensive line is not that. They're not.
He's the Romeo Dobbs of running backs.
He's Romeo Dobbs light. Just doesn't fumble the ball.
Let's get to the main star of Tampa.
Main star? You want to talk Mbuka?
Egbuka.
Dude.
Holy smokes.
I honestly think this could be this is just I thought about this today at work. This could just be a theory, but I think he went to Ohio State. Ohio State is known for producing great receivers.
Yeah.
I think it's an every other year thing with Ohio State receivers. So last year was Marv, not so great. The year before was
JSN.
JSN. He did okay, but and then the year after that was I want to say it was Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, the year before that was Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave.
I just want to the next if Smith it's Smith. What's his first name from Ohio State this year? Tim, do you know? I think it's the first.
Jeremiah Smith.
Jeremiah Smith. If he comes out this year, I'm not going to say it, but
he's not even eligible. He's a sophomore. He's a true sophomore.
Yeah, so maybe he misses the jinx of not being good his first rookie season. Technically,
they got a couple guys who could come out this year. I think Carnell Tate's eligible.
Yeah.
Brandon Innes is another guy, both highly ranked recruits. So they might have a couple guys in the draft this year, but I don't think first rounders.
No, not definitely. But I mean, Mbuka is he's great.
Yeah.
This is a spoiler. He's my keeper. So.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
I think he's a smash start every week. I don't really see him. I'm not scared of anyone else that he plays. Maybe San Francisco a little bit, but I mean they have good corners, but I just think he's such a good. He got 10 points against Houston, and they have a really good defense. And same thing with
Seattle's defense is pretty good too.
Yeah, Seattle's defense was good too. I mean, but they got
injured last week.
And same thing with Philly. He got 26 points against Philly. I mean, they're supposed to be a really good defense, but yeah, play Mbuka.
Ibuka's on pace for 1,500 yards and 17 touchdowns.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, I traded away Josh Jacobs for Ibuka.
Oh,
and even though I was sad to see Josh Jacobs go off my team, I had in the league that I made this trade, I was a running back heavy, and I was sad to see Josh Jacobs go. But man, I am so happy to have Ibuka on my team. I had the weeks I got him. I drafted him traded him for him on week 4, 35 points. Last week, 35 points. Man, that's just when you make a trade. That's what you want to see when you make a trade. And I'm happy I let go of Josh Jacobs.
And he's it this week, right? Evans is out for week 6.
Yep.
Godwin's questionable, didn't practice, and coming back from that big time injury. I wouldn't be surprised if they are conservative with him. So, and we've seen, right? Like Ibuka can take any level of workload that they're willing to give him. So I think, there's zero question about starting Ibuka any week.
Chris Godwin, he got 4 for 3 for 77 yards. I think if he gets more and more integrated in this offense, I think that he's going to do a little bit better in this offense. But Mbuka's the guy. For the Niners, Don't know if Brock Purdy is going to play this week. No, he's going to miss. So Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Mac Jones, but limited in practice. We all saw him last week. He was not
Um,
happy.
Christian McCaffrey is this offense, so just play him.
Shanahan mentioned they don't expect to see Pearsall or Jennings this week.
Okay.
Kittle's not coming back this week.
So it's Kendrick Bourne and
So basically, what we're saying it's Christian McCaffrey versus Tampa Bay.
yes, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what's going on here.
That's all that's going on. So okay.
Jake Tonjes?
I mean, it's not bad. It's not great.
11 targets last week.
Yeah, 11 targets.
And he's had a couple of good weeks.
So
tight end 9.
I think with Tongas, you just follow the trend.
Yeah.
Last couple of games, he's been hot. I mean, it's like we've been saying the last few weeks. It's it's tough in the tight end world right now. So if someone's hot, I mean, start Tongas.
Yeah.
All right, we got 3 more games here. The Detroit Lions are playing the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are coming off a loss against the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's very hard to say this is the Sunday night game. It's very hard to say that I don't know if the Chiefs were going to do well again in this game because the Lions are a very, very good team all around. I don't mind playing Jared Goff.
Yep.
He has not had a bad game, fantasy wise. He's only had one game under 10 points. Gibbs, play him. I know he's only had 2 games over 20 points, but I think he can break out in this game. Same thing with Montgomery. I like Montgomery too. This dude it's weird how good these two play off each other. It's insane. Smash playing both. Amon-Ra, good play. Solid.
Questionable.
He's always questionable.
Yeah, he'll play.
He'll play. Jameson Williams.
No.
No.
He was so hyped in the preseason.
Yeah. And he's only had one game over 20 points. And that was all.
He had one target against Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Granted, they beat the bejesus out of Cincinnati, but
serious? He had one target.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You guys want him?
no, I already have him. I don't want any more of him.
A sneaky pickup, Isaac Tessa.
Yes.
Dude only catches the ball with one hand. So that should tell you something about him. He's pretty good. I would stash him away just to see what happens because I think one of their receivers, their third receiver, is out, has an injury or something.
Yeah, Khalif Raymond.
Yeah, so I like him.
What about God? If you look at this picture,
Laporta
on Deputy Sam Laporta.
Deputy Sam Laporta here. Yeah, I mean you can't go
reporting for duty.
He's tight end 10 on the year so far. He had 17 points, 6 targets for 5 receptions, 92 yards and a touchdown. You can't go wrong with it. So I would play him.
It looks like he stepped off the set of Super Troopers.
Maybe he's auditioning for the next movie. All right. For the Chiefs, Mahomes, 2 back-to-back weeks, 30+ yards.
I hate it.
I think having Worthy back helped a lot.
Yeah.
It just opens up more.
Yeah, Xavier Worthy is just such a key part of this offense. Even though Xavier Worthy is only on the field for 70, I mean, last week, week four, 59%, last week, 77. But man, Patrick Mahomes loves him.
Is Rasheed Rice supposed to come back this week?
He's
No, week 7.
Well, okay, so you have one more. Um, I I don't mind worthy play here, maybe in the flex spot, but yeah, it's tough to say against the Detroit Lions defense. Kelsey, tight end 6, got a touchdown, 8 for 7 for 61 yards. We kind of have to play him because there's not much else tight end going around. So do what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, there's just it's not exciting with Kelsey anymore. Like, go get yourself, one of these other guys we've been talking. Go get yourself Jake Tonjes.
Jake
Start
Tom,
Jake Tonjes.
there you go.
Have some fun.
Yeah, we have 2 Monday night games. I don't know why NFL can't figure
I don't
out
know why they do this.
schedule games. Um, so the first Monday night game is the Bills versus the Atlanta Falcons.
This should be a fun game.
It should be a fun game. Smash play Josh Allen. Smash play James Cook.
yes, sir.
I would definitely play. I like Kincaid. He's a
Yep.
tight end 2 on the week. I mean, on the year. Excuse me. 6 for 6 and 100 yards. No touchdown last week, but he has 3 touchdowns on the season. Um, and he's on the field like 50% of the time, but he gets targets. I think Josh Allen figured out how to use them, but they finally figured out how to use them.
Just in time for them to not figure out how to use their receivers.
Yeah. The receivers. Where are you guys? Shaheed
Oh,
or
Khalil Shakir.
here or Coleman?
I'd start Shakir.
Okay.
Yeah, Keon Coleman just had a big week one, and then it's just been kind of downhill from there. He hasn't broken 10 points since then. And then Khalil Shakir is just he's very spotty. Um,
He's touchdown dependent.
yeah, week three and week four, only over 10 points because he had a touchdown, just like what Tim said. And he just doesn't get targets. I mean, last game he had 9, and week one he had 9. But other than those two, it's been below 5. So it's just very I don't know. It's just it's very tough to start him, and it's very touchdown dependent. And I just think he's a little bit more of a flex player. But even then, it's still a sketchy flex because if he doesn't get a touchdown, you're looking at 8, 7, 6 points. If he gets a touchdown, you're only getting maximum. In week 4, he had 17, 5 for 5 for 69 and a touchdown. So, I mean, I think that's the ceiling for Khalil Shakir. So, something decent, but as a wide receiver 1 on a high-powered offense, not something that's very promising.
Yeah, I get Eagles vibes with this Buffalo offense.
Yep,
Right.
exactly.
They're so effective with James Cook
Yeah.
and in the run game and with Josh Allen in the run game. They don't have to throw the ball
No.
Yeah.
that much. And
Well,
so they just don't.
yeah. With that being said, it's really based like Josh Allen he's spreading the ball out to different players, and he'll also just go do Josh Allen, be Josh Allen. So they don't like this offense. It goes how Josh Allen wants it. So if
Yep.
he has to do something with his legs, he's going to do that. Um, if he has
Yeah. Just like what you said, Josh, like Josh Allen spreads the ball. Khalil Shakir averages around 5, so at the highest 9 targets. Keon Coleman has about 5 targets. Highest was 11 week one. Curtis Samuel, he gets a couple targets a game. Elijah Moore hasn't been playing the last couple games or just been non-existent, but he gets targets. And then you have Dalton Kincaid, who gets a solid six, maximum 6 targets a game. So it's definitely spread around quite a bit. And then you have James Cook, who gets
Yep.
at least sometimes 5 targets a game. So that ball is being spread around in that passing game, and it's not one receiver who's getting all those targets right there.
Quick note on for the Bills, Tyler Bass is expected to return from IR. So those of you in kicker leagues who have crappy kickers, uh, you know, Tyler Bass is out there probably.
Let's just give a shout out to Matt Prater, 41,
Yes. I love
19,
Matt Prater.
19 years in the game, kicker number 7.
That's awesome.
Let's just give a quick shout out to the kicker because we never do that.
For the Atlanta Falcons, play Bijan, smash start. I forget that. Like, it's funny when teams go on by, you forget about who's on by, and then it's like, oh yeah, Bijan. He's like the running back like 7 this year. Hasn't had a bad game. Um, and then Drake London, feel something
Start
about
him.
yeah, start him. But there's something about USC receivers that I just don't like. That
You don't like Juju?
no, it's just it's maybe it's just because I just don't like USC players to begin with, just because it just something about him. It's just some kind of stench. If he went to like anywhere else, I'd be like, yeah, play him. But it's just like I don't know. It's just something about you.
What? You don't like Amon Ra?
No, I do
Michael
like
Pittman Jr.?
I like Amon-Ra, but I don't feel like Amon-Ra. It doesn't like Amon-Ra doesn't feel like he went to USC. He
Jordan Addison?
Addison, yeah, sure, but Addison went to Pitt before he went to USC.
That is
So
true.
yeah, I feel like Amon-Ra went to USC.
Yeah, him and he followed his older brother there. Equanimous St. Brown.
I feel like yeah, he just doesn't feel like it. Feel like he went to like some like max school and just like balled out because it's the way he plays. I don't know. There's something about USC receiver.
Bowling Green.
Yeah, that just like I just don't know. Kyle Pitts. You guys, he had a good his last game against Washington. 15 points, 5 for 5, 70 yards, and a touchdown. He's tight end 13. I feel like Michael he's getting over 5 targets a game, just not the yardage. So you think he's more touchdown dependent, or
Yep.
would you
Yeah,
play him?
I'd rather take a shot on, one of these other guys that we've talked about. Tyler
And
said on the point multiple times, right? 3 or 4 guys. It's like ride the hot hand, right? We've seen it work so far, especially at the tight end position.
I mean, yeah, you got to do what you got to do. So
Yeah.
For how do you feel about Michael Penix? Would we start Michael Penix over Joe Flacco?
uh,
Hmm.
yes, I would.
Would we
Against
start
Buffalo?
I mean, you could do worse against Buff. You can do worse.
would we start Michael Penix over Bryce Young?
Good question. Bryce, they're playing.
No.
No, I play Bryce Young.
Would we start Michael Penix over Justin Fields?
No.
Okay, okay.
That Fields rushing upside is just
Safe.
too good.
Yeah.
What's up? So, all right, our last Monday night game or our last game of week 6, the Chicago Bears are playing the Washington Commanders. I actually Caleb Williams. What are we? Yeah, another USC guy. Let's see. They just pop up everywhere.
Well, you played it. He was at Oklahoma before he transferred to USC with Lincoln Riley.
Yeah, Wim should have stayed. This dude beat out Spencer Rattler. Like, yeah, I just something about it. Would you guys play him this week? Or here's the one: would you play Michael Penix or Caleb Williams?
God. Honestly, I'll probably play Caleb Williams. He's QB 16,
Yeah, didn't
only
have
two, only two
three.
interceptions, 8 touchdowns. I mean, he's doing a lot better than he did last year. Um, I think he's a decent start right now.
Yeah, I something feels like it's starting to click on the mental side for Caleb Williams. Plus that understanding, and we saw this in Detroit too, right? Like it takes some time for that um Ben Johnson offense to kick in, right? So is it Ben Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like something's coming around there, right? Like Rome has been looking nice all season. You know, he's still there.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot that's another dude of mine. Roman
Oh
dude,
yeah, dude, Rome is a smash start.
smash star. He's it's
I
just,
receive it.
Last three games, yards per catch, 17.2, 20.6, 18.3.
it's,
Five touchdowns on the year.
that's he's a
Wide
good
receiver
player.
10.
How are you feeling about DJ Moore? He's not been what they paid him for to be. Um, uh, I don't know. I don't know what you do. I think he's a good flex start this week.
He's Khalil Shakir.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ouch.
I think with Romadunze coming out and being the hot hand right now, and I think Romadunze is probably I think he's the wide receiver number one on the team. And this
Yeah.
was Josh's breakout player of the year in the preseason when we were doing mock drafts. And you know, Josh was right. I mean, he's Romadunze over DJ Moore right now. It's like just it's pretty obvious that Caleb and Rome have a good connection. DJ Moore the last couple of years have just hasn't been there. And DJ Moore 50 number 55 receiver right now, and Rome Dunze number 10. So pretty huge difference right there. And I just think DJ Moore is not, I don't know, for what they're paying him right now. And I think DJ Moore went higher than Roma Dunze in drafts. Am I correct?
Yeah, if not right around the same range.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they went around the same, like maybe around apart. But
yeah. So I don't think DJ Moore is a really big factor in fantasy this year. I think the number one target is Roma Dunze. Um, yeah, Roma Dunze is just killing it right now.
on the commander side, Jaden Daniels. Tyler, you are the resident Jaden Daniels owner. Yes, no,
Yeah,
sorry. Yeah,
I mean, every week he's played, he's getting close to 20 points. Um, yeah, I'm starting him. I think in the keeper league, I just no, I'm starting Jaden Daniels. Um, I thought I started Joe Flacco over him, but I'm not. But Jaden Daniels is definitely a smash start. Um, Mr. Reliable gets he's not a Baker Mayfield kind of scorer right now. But I think after him coming back from his knee injury and getting a game underneath him, I think going against Chicago, he's going to get his feet underneath back him
yeah.
and come back to life.
Bill Krosky Merritt.
No!
Yep.
Are you playing him?
Bears
Smash.
run defense is terrible.
Yeah,
Smash.
smash. And Debo.
Oh,
Yep.
game
Going
week.
back going back to Bill real quick.
Yeah, go for
I think I'm going to start Bill over Derrick Henry in the league.
it.
Yeah.
Your first one.
I think
Bill over Derrick Henry.
yeah, I think I'm making that decision right now because I've been tossing it up the past couple days, and Derrick Henry's in my flex, and Bill is on my bench, and I think I'm just gonna make that switch right now. Boom, switched.
Boom, do it.
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna. It, it seems like maybe they figured out that they need to feed him a bit more last game. Um, so hopefully he continues to get the rock, but there's going to be a lot of room to run against Chicago.
Yeah, there is. With that being said, play Debo Samuel this week. He had 19 points last week, 11 targets for 8 receptions and 96 yards and a touchdown. Um, he's the obviously wide receiver one. Because Terry McLaurin, I don't know what his deal is. He got paid, decided to not want to play
He
football.
didn't practice today. He's got a quad injury.
Quad injury. But yeah, would you guys play a Zach Ertz, old man Ertz?
Ah, I think
I,
I don't know right now. Zach Ertz the last couple weeks since week 3.
Only had one target last week.
53% of snaps.
Yeah, it's it's tough. It's tough.
Almost looks
No,
like a clone.
I don't know if I'm starting him. I got AJ Barner in the leagues that I have Zach Ertz, but I think I'm starting AJ Barner than I am Zach Ertz, just because, just like we're saying, like Zach Ertz is not hot right now. He was in the first 2 games, um, not hot in the last few weeks. So I think you just got to follow that trend and not start him the next couple weeks. Um, and just see what happens. If he gets hot again, definitely start him because Jaden Daniels definitely loves Zach Ertz and definitely feeds him the ball, and he is a red zone target. But right now he's not hot, so I will just follow that trend and maybe find a streaming tight end who's hot right now.
Yeah, there's plenty of them.
Plenty of that. All right. Do you guys have anything else for week 6? It's here.
Nope, that's it. I love it.
Starts tomorrow. But just a word of advice: if you are playing anyone for Thursday night game, make sure you put them in your actual position spots. Don't put them in a flex spot. Actually, put them in like your running back spot, your right receiver spot. So just so you have some flexibility when the Sunday games start. And there is one early game on Sunday, 6:30. The Denver Broncos and New York Jets. If you didn't mention that, but they are the London game.
Nice.
Nice.
Anything else, guys?
We do
I'm good.
games on TikTok Thursday. Josh does the Thursday. I do the Sunday. Make sure you guys tune in. If you guys have any start sit questions.
Yeah. With that being said, we are on TikTok and Instagram at Ballbros Online Podcast. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. This will be up. You listen to us on the podcast. This will be up tomorrow when I'm doing the live, doing double duty editing.
Yep. Also, too, for our listeners, last week we had a total of 5 new subscribers last week since we posted the video on YouTube. So thank you to everyone subscribing to us. We're growing pretty massively the last few weeks on YouTube, which is pretty nice to see. So make sure you guys subscribe to us on YouTube. Greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, and thank you guys so much for
Yeah, greatly appreciate it. So we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, and our TikTok has blown up within the last few weeks. Josh makes some waiver wire picks. I put the injury report on there, and the last few weeks we've gained at least, I think, at least 60 followers within the last few weeks. So If you guys want any immediate information, go to our TikTok and check out our live streams. We're going live right now as we're recording, so you can see this episode early if you guys love us so much.
We try to post well, I try to post as much streams, waiver wires, start sit question
Yep.
on there.
We answer we try
We try to, but not every single one.
every single question on there. So if you guys have any questions, type a question in our TikTok comments and we'll try to get back to you as soon as we can.
And with that being said, thank you guys for listening. We'll see you guys next week and good luck this week.
Later.